Welcome back to the Manc Entrepreneur YouTube channel, and welcome once again. I think I've been here before to the e-commerce bar, but here we are. We're in bar e-commerce, and today I want to talk to you about the news that eBay has apparently, allegedly admitted to throttling sales from certain sellers. Now, this is, like I said, you notice I used the word allegedly because right now we're sort of going off word of mouth of another company here. So put this out there. I have personally not witnessed this myself. I have not heard of any seller directly telling me that they have proof of this. But there is reports out there from one company in particular who say they have proof of this and have actually taken eBay to court regarding this matter. Now, let's roll back a little bit as to what this actually means. So the accusation is that eBay is ultimately controlling some sellers' sales. So by throttling sales, what we're sort of talking here is maybe taking a certain seller's listings and moving them further down the best match search results, for example. So this is something, again, rewinding back, which when you think about it, when you think about eBay as the entity, why do we not see just one seller in each category or in each major product line who is just running away with sales? Where, you know, if we go off their basic algorithm that the amount of sales times impressions times, you know, whatever, watches, all those positive actions in their little algorithm, if that was true, then surely the big sellers would just continue to get bigger. That seems to make sense. But that doesn't happen. You see there's largely sales appear to be shared across the marketplace, across a plethora of sellers. And again, if you're watching this right now and you are running a stable e-commerce business with an eBay channel being a large part of that, you are one of those businesses that is amongst the share of the sales. That's a good thing. And you know, whilst eBay have never once admitted to controlling the share of sales, it's something which I know my business partner Matt has speculated for a long time, that if he was eBay, it's 100% what he would do, because you are giving more people a slice of the pie, giving more people that eBay experience, that eBay is a good channel to be on, and that sort of word of mouth grows and almost does the marketing for it. So it's interesting. It's one of those, if eBay is controlling sales, if it is throttling sales for certain sellers, it's not necessary. If you were eBay, you would probably do the same thing. But let's get this onto topic as to what we're talking about here. Now, this is in regards to one specific set of eBay sellers, and that is those that are in the sort of, I'm going to use drop shipping loosely. It's basically the arbitrage or arbitrage, depending on how you want to say it, method. It is those sellers that are taking listings from Amazon. It's basically buying low on Amazon and selling high on eBay. That's basically the Amazon drop shipping arbitrage method. You maybe never even touch the product yourself. You basically get Amazon to send it to your customer, and it's a lot cheaper. You're listing it on eBay for £20. It's actually on sale on eBay for £15, and that £5 goes in your pocket. That's realistically the method that we're talking about here. Now, this news has come from the back of a company based out in Israel called Sale Freaks. I've never used the software. I can't recommend them. But it is basically an arbitrage software. And they are claiming that eBay deliberately throttles sales from certain types of companies in their best match search, which then obviously causes a decline in sales, and obviously makes it harder for those guys to do business. Now, Sale Freaks, again, I have to be careful because I'm just a messenger in this. I've got no inside information here. It's just about what is publicly out in the public domain right now. And Sale Freaks is claiming that they tried to go into talks with eBay about the problems that its clients were having, and then it joined together a lot of its larger clients to initiate a legal case with eBay, where it met with a judge on the 10th of May, so last Friday, I believe. And apparently this is from a Facebook post from the Sale Freaks CEO, guy called Arbritage, and just got the quote up on the screen now. He says, eBay admitted that they indeed manipulated the best match search results against dropshippers relative to sellers not dropshipping from online sites in order to preserve eBay's integrity and protect its purchasers. Now, eBay have been very quiet on this. They've not, I mean, I personally have not reached out to them, but I know a few people who have, and they've not heard anything back. And basically, to give you some sort of perspective on this, Sale Freaks is an arbitrage software. It's very clever in what it does. And whilst I personally do not think it is a long-term business model to use for e-commerce, for some people it works, and they've managed to make money quite quickly through doing this. And basically what Sale Freaks will do will take an Amazon listing, and it will enable you to take the title, the description, the images, and import them into eBay very, very quickly. It's a very clever piece of software. It's a little bit naughty because, well, I mean, saying that, these days eBay technically have rights to your images and everything else, but basically they're stealing your, if you're on the wrong end of this, they are stealing listing data and passing it, uploading it under their own guise onto eBay. So, like I said, this isn't traditional drop shipping. This is arbitrage, and whilst it's different, it's sort of the same because, again, you never see the product. So it's a curious one right now, and eBay have obviously got to be careful here because in one hand, if someone can take a product that is on Amazon for cheap and then list it on eBay for more, that is plugging a hole in eBay's inventory. And then if it makes a sale, that's pleasing an eBay customer until they perhaps find out that the package comes in an Amazon box, and then they might go and check the list on Amazon and see they've paid over the odds for it. That is not giving eBay customers a good eBay experience. It's making eBay look expensive. It's making eBay look like, this maybe isn't the cheapest place to get things online. Maybe I should have gone to Amazon. So you can see why eBay would, again, want to sort of limit this. There's some people as well who are saying that if you own a brand and someone decides to start arbitraging your product, there's very little that eBay will actually do in terms of Vero or anything else, unless you have the trademark and all that stuff that goes with it. There's very little that you can do to change this. You can see why eBay would want to do this, but the sort of underlying feel here is eBay, if it's true, and there's no proof that it is, like eBay, well, apparently in the court case, and let me just get this up. Sale Freaks, a senior manager at eBay to change their policy convert as follows. eBay decided to implement a search throttle in best match search ranking algorithm for items sold by sellers that practice drop shipping from websites such as Amazon, AliExpress, Walmart, and the like. The way the throttle works is putting drop shippers behind non-drop shippers in best match. Search results, even if drop shippers have better prices, sold history, feedback, titles, whatever. So it seemed, and what I will do once we finish the live, I'll put the link to this Facebook post in the description down below so you can read it. It's quite a long one from the CEO of Sale Freaks. And like I said, he's got there. eBay admitted that they indeed manipulated best match search results against dropshippers. So, I mean, it sounds like it is there. It's the admission is there. It's a case, I guess, of how deep does this go? We've always known eBay have had the ability to control search rank. They've had the ability to control where your listings show up. Of course they have. They made the search rank. They made the algorithm. They ultimately have control. But we've always suspected that they have always remained sort of adamant that the algorithm is the algorithm and nobody gets involved and it is what it is. But again, if you were eBay, wouldn't that make sense? And James, thank you for joining live. Isn't it against eBay policies to sell something that you don't physically have? That may technically be the case. I'm not sure. I mean, there's very interesting things in the eBay terms and conditions itself. Now, the eBay doesn't seem to be against the drop shipping model per se. I still believe that drop shipping is a dying breed. There's very little money in it for a lot of people these days due to suppliers realizing that instead of just B2B, they could do B2C as well. So, drop shipping has always been a business model on the marketplaces, and whilst that may have been in their policy, it's one of those things which has surely never properly been implemented. Now, let me just, because I actually I had something about this which is quite interesting. Let me see if we can find it. It's hard just using one screen. Scrolling down, I think, because I'm sure there's a thing in eBay's terms of service which even says eBay have the right. The means so needs to cover the business. I can't find it. I had it up before. But it's basically, I'm pretty sure somewhere in eBay's policy, it states that at any time, eBay can remove your listings from visibility. And that, again, is basically what this is. eBay says in their user agreement that at any time, eBay can choose to remove your items from visibility in search. And whilst that is obviously apparent, if you break the rules, that is what it is. That suspension and all the rest of it. But if you've done nothing wrong, eBay still, in the terms of service, has the ability to limit your search or your visibility in search. So again, don't want to start conspiracy theories or everything else, but are eBay controlling sales for sellers? It very well they could be. They have the ability to do so. I'm not saying they do. I'm not saying they don't. I'm just saying it's their website. They technically have the ability to do so. Pa Dylan, how do they choose who is a dropshipper? That's a good question. If we scroll up to the top of this article, and again, I didn't put the links in before I went live. That was my mistake. If we go over to Addy's thing here, it's unclear as to what they're classing as dropshippers. The good news is that eBay does value dropshippers since they are very effective in filling inventory gaps between eBay and other online shopping sites, mainly Amazon, and thereby increasing eBay's product selection. Hence, those specific listings in which non-dropshippers don't compete will be left unharmed by the search throttle, and dropshippers would still get the full exposure. So they don't mention how they know that the item is dropshipped, which is curious. But you have to suspect that they have a way of knowing this. And again, it's like I said, eBay have stated. That is. I honestly don't know. I don't know how this is private dropshipping to court fight. They're asking for immediate temporary relief. They've not had anything yet. eBay lawyer focused their argument on dropshipping practices that are problematic, such as manipulations of seller metrics in their favor, such as falsely using the cancellation at the buyer's request option and frustrated buyers who bought items at too high a price. He also called dropshippers crooks. Wow. Yeah, I mean, this is interesting stuff. I mean, this is the first time this has actually come to like the open world, I guess, the open air of being out in the public domain. How eBay are deciding what's drop shipped and what isn't, I'm not sure. It could be something on lead times. I honestly don't know. Maybe it's not like they know where the item's being fulfilled from. I honestly don't know, but this is apparently eBay have admitted that this is something that they do to drop shippers. Now, what if you don't drop ship but have wrongly been branded as being a drop shipper? Your business could really take a hit if you then find out that your search rank is being throttled, if it is being pulled back, your visibility is being limited. Who knows? I want to add to this. This is not me by any means hating on eBay. I was at the Catalyst conference in London on last Wednesday. I was there with the VP of eBay UK. We had a great chat for about 20 minutes about all the he's such a nice guy, really excited about the future of eBay and all the positive things that eBay are working on. I got the genuine impression, and again, I'm not an expert, but I've read a lot about body language and facial expressions. He genuinely cares about sellers. He genuinely cares about sellers, and I'm not bashing eBay at all. I hate dropshipping. I think dropshipping should die a death, really. But if eBay are doing this, like I said, this is just curious because this is the first time that this has ever been brought into the public domain. So who knows? We'll have to keep an eye on this, keep a watchful eye on how this all progresses. This seems to be based out in Israel at the minute. Will this come to the UK, the USA? Will it get global exposure? Who knows? But if you're watching the recording of this, check out the links down below. This will give you the lowdown on the information that we have available right now and the basis for this video. I'd love to hear what you think. Thank you, Pardon James, for getting involved in the chat. If you're watching the recording, let me know in the comment section what your thoughts are about this news. If it is correct, is it a good thing? If it's just rumor and speculation gone wild and it turns out to not be true, is it something that eBay should do? Is it a good practice? I mean, the vast number of eBay millionaires out there, people who've built businesses that have become millionaires on eBay, probably would not have happened if there was not some sort of eBay controlling sales flow. There'd be maybe a handful of massive guys where all the sales go to, and then lots of small guys trying to make their way with obscure items. Who knows? Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. With that said, I'm going to leave it there. Welcome back. This is the first e-commerce video back I've done in a while. It's good to be back. I'm not sure about the scenery yet in the e-commerce bar, but again, let me know in the comment section if you like it, if you think the lighting's crap, whatever. I'll do what I can to try and get it as good as possible. With that said, I'll catch you in the next video, and please let me know genuinely what you think about today's news, alleged news. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye.